And so a lot of people who've asked me or had a conversation about, Brad, what is it that why is the market up, but the jobs are lost? And a lot of people don't know why. People look at the market right now as very bullish, but at the same time, how could the market be bullish when 20.5 million people's jobs are lost? I mean, oil is up, the S&P 500 is up, the Dow Jones is up. And last week, I think it was Wednesday, we had one of the most record-breaking days in the market since like 1980 something, 87. And so when you look at it, how is it in the world that we're experiencing something like this currently today?
And a year later, or not even a year, Y2K happened. And then 9/11 happened. And that's when I realized that what goes up comes down. But because of my young age, I knew time is a factor, because you have to take risk in order to have a lot of gain. But at the same time, it didn't make sense to lose money when it's not in your control. So from a career side, having that investment experience and allowing people to understand, yes, if you want the gain, there are risks, but if you want no risks, but some gain, we have options. So I really appreciated coming. I think time was on our side. At the same time, I understand that people shouldn't lose money anymore.
There's a lot of people who try to dip into the market. They get into the market, they truly don't know what they're doing, and they lose a lot of money. And what happens is that then they get burned and they never want to get involved with the market again. And so my opinion is why people tend to, when they get into the investment market or when they start getting into investing, and they don't really ever want to touch it with a 10-foot pole ever again, is because they don't really have a strategy. And one of the things that I've always preached about when it comes to investing or saving for your future or whatever it is that you have to have a certain allocation in your portfolio that has that kind of offsets the risk. Because I think the challenge, human nature, most of us, we tend to want to try to bet big, bet large, and try to make the big return. It's kind of like the lottery thinking. Mm-hmm. And that's where people, they don't understand when they get into the market that strategic, experienced investors are taking advantage of those people.
Every single teacher that I've helped has either, for example, I have 3 teachers, okay, that either one, she did retire early before 59 and a half, and the HR director suggested to her that she withdraw her money. So she got taxed and penalized. And then I had another teacher that actually had to take a medical leave before she was 59 and a half, of course. And during the process, medical leave was a little bit longer. And she was so certain that her money was safe. And what happened is 2008 happened, and she lost 38, I believe it was 38% of her money, of her 403B, and also her 401k. And even my family member, my aunt was a teacher, and same thing. I mean, everyone had the same story, and it just all boils down. I mean, if you're going to, my advice is, if you're going to seek into a plan, make sure that person who's helping you is going to commit to you to make sure you hit your goal year to year to build that relationship with them, because it's just not a one hit.
What you do is you take that 20 grand and you invest it into yourself. You put every single penny and you put that money into you. You put that money into you. Now, for the investors, do you know where do you put your money? Into the S&P 500. It had 106% return since 20 years ago. Warren Buffett did his shareholders meeting on Saturday last week, and he said, guys, you know what you invest your money into? The S&P 500. Do you know what you invest into? America. I don't know. The guy has $140-something billion stacked in cash right now, and he's waiting to make the next move. I look at what smart people have done, and I listen and I follow. And that guy said, invest into America, put money into yourself, believe into America. If you invested into an ETF like the SPY, you would have made some money back. But the problem with investing in a market is that people don't understand is that you gain and you can lose in the negative. You are the person, you are your best investment. You are the highest yield stock that you can ever have. You don't produce 1, 2, 5% in return. You can produce infinite with a better understanding of financial education, because what it's done is that it's helped us build a foundation that will last a lifetime, not just a lifetime, but generation long.
Enjoy the clip and want more? Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Give us a thumbs up and ring that bell so you'll be alerted when new videos are up. Make sure to check out our page for more videos and complete episodes of Infinite Talk.